In today's energy markets, let's take a look at WTI crude futures as they're selling off further today. Crude futures lower for a third consecutive session, and today's price action has the futures market down about 2%, currently priced at 72.40, intraday low of 71.79, so off the intraday lows, but still realizing some pretty heavy selling pressure on increased volume for a second session. Yesterday, we did see a big volume move, or volume spike in the futures markets, and we're seeing above average volume once again today. And looking at the driving factors, really it's an interesting dynamic. It's hard to really put a finger on, I think, one particular point, but maybe a confluence of things. Number one, U.S. data this morning, jobs market much stronger than anticipated, shifting the dynamic within various asset classes. And that might be one of the factors contributing to the selling pressure. And what I mean by that is the dollar is pushing back up towards the highest level and over basically the last couple of months. And with that, I think that that's a headwind for WTI prices as the dollar remains at this higher than level than it has been in the last couple of months. Couple that with interest rates, Treasury selling off, rates moving much higher, and that could be shifting the sentiment as far as expectations moving forward. And also, maybe the third thing is that we started the week with tensions very elevated in the Middle East, although they are still elevated. Maybe some of the risk premium is coming out of the crude space as we move through the week, and that could be another factor here. And looking at the general trends, WTI now staircasing lower and now trading down to 2.5-week lows, and we're seeing that also impact other energy markets as RBOB is trading lower. Natural gas is actually higher today, but coming off of the lows earlier in the week, which are near the lowest levels in a year. And looking at the rig counts, week over week, oil rigs unchanged at 499, so nothing different than last week as far as oil rigs online. We did see 2 gas rigs come offline, so a little bit of a shifting dynamic after 3 weeks of seeing rigs coming online in the market. For the first time in 3 weeks, we're seeing a reduction of 2 from the overall rig count week over week. But overall, we're seeing selling pressure here, increased volumes as we close out the week with WTI closing or nearing and closing at 2.5-week lows.